Ooh, salt and pepper's here. Salt and pepper's here. Salt. What's up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. Guys, before we begin, I want to remind you once again that we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our bell ends are not enveloped by a Chewbacca-style haircut, you know, because when you get an H cut, you want to make sure that you're hitting that whole body, you know. I'm talking head to dong or pubal region, you know. I think Manscaped, even though it has man in the name, it can be unisex, and that's the world I want to live in, because the Lawnmower 2.0, it's applicable to everyone, not just dudes with a particular dong size, all dongs, all people. And that's what I love about this company, is that they're looking out for the lower part region and making sure that you're grooming like John Hamm in a 1960s set television show called Mad Men. You know, his haircut is what you could have near your dong if you get the Manscaped products like the Lawnmower 2.0 and the ball deodorant. So,
oh, that's nice.
Have you guys
what's that De Niro movie when he's the psycho at the beach, when he like
Cape Fear,
like a Cape Fear slicked back dong cut?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be nice.
Scary.
High and tight.
Yeah.
It's about the scariest penis imaginable.
That's a very terrifying dong.
Yeah.
But you know, and it can't feel pain really. Like he like walks through like his superpower in that movie, he just does push-ups, and then all of a sudden like he can like walk through fire.
Yeah,
that's not his only superpower, lawyer. Is that his voice? That's not
yeah. It is kind of like this weird like.
He's got like a Creole accent.
Yeah.
you could go with a Taxi Driver De Niro pube cut, just if you're going through, you know, a tough time, or you're dealing with feelings of isolation.
Great call.
You know, give it a nice mohawk and express yourself.
Express yourself.
So use code GODEEP20 at manscaped.com for 10% off your order, and just some good vibes and supporting the show and a great company. So what up?
What up?
I'm here with my compadre Jean Thomas. What up?
What up? Boom clap, Stokers.
And we're here with the Ripper of Relation, Strider Wilson. What up?
Friggin' what up, my dogs, dude. Amped to be here right now, dude. Fired up to be here, dude.
Amped to have you, dog.
Nice little midday recording right now, dude. The energy's good. The energy's up, dude.
Feels good. It feels like festive, like there's like peppermint in the air.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, holiday season, dude. Right, you know, we're in the midst of it, dude. We're 7 days out from Xmas, dude. I'm fired up, dude.
I love it.
What's your favorite part about Christmas?
The food. My mom makes a freaking dank Thanksgiving style meal, and I gotta say, I like that. I like the that, and then the lights, dude. I like the Christmas tree being lit at night. You know, kind of being the only light on, and I know I'm going on and answering with like 3 things, but my top 3 would be the meal, the lights, and then playing Halo 1 against my bros. And just freaking fragging them, dude, with plasmas, dude, on prisoner level, dude. Legit, dude.
Yeah,
so much
they
fun.
stick to the body, right?
Yeah, a plasma is a very skilled.
I love the plasma.
It's basically like Drew Brees, dude. But I think you do throw them with your left hand. I think Master Chief's left-handed in that game, and I know you hit the left trigger to throw it. But yeah, he's just freaking lasering plasmas at people, strapping them, dude. Great feeling to strap.
Does it ever get tense?
Oh, absolutely. Like, literally, my anxiety's through the roof when I'm playing. Like, we can't play. There's a level called Hang 'em High. I literally, like, can't play. Like, my heart's pounding. I get so mad. I'll yell. Like, my mom one time, I woke her up just yelling. Like, I just yelled the F-bomb in the middle of the night, dude. She came like, what's going on? I was like, it's Halo, dude.
So you stick with Halo 1?
Yeah, we're kind of truest. The other games, like, they weakened the pistol in later generations, and then I just, you know, it's on me, dude. I didn't want to adapt. And,
no, I respect that.
Yeah.
I dig it. That makes me want to go play Halo. I haven't played in forever.
What's your favorite part of Christmas?
Favorite part of Christmas? I think it's waking up next to a fireplace.
Yeah.
You know? There's a certain level of comfort you have with like a well-structured fireplace. And in college, you know, when I didn't have the luxury of a fireplace, I got the Yule Log DVD.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a date, and I took her back to I was living in a garage at the time.
Of course.
You know, so you could tell she was actually like into it because she was willing to go back on a date to a garage. And I put on it was cold. There's no insulation, and I put on the Yule Log DVD, got the fireplace going, and we warmed right up.
Nice.
Dude,
What's
that
your
gets
favorite?
me fired up.
Dude, thanks. What's yours?
I love Christmas dinner. That's always fun. Like after the
Mm.
food's over and then the booze is flowing and everybody's just like
Yeah.
telling old stories.
Yeah.
It's a good reminiscing time.
Oh yeah.
I also love being a schmoll a little bit.
Mm.
Like when after a couple days I've started to get a little bit tense from being on other people's clocks, I'll just be like, you know what? I'm not doing what everyone wants today. I'm staying behind and I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah.
And I just lay on the couch kind of in defiance.
I like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I remember Christmas mornings. I love getting the Bloody Marys going.
Nice.
You know,
Hell yeah.
put
dude.
that Kettle One in there and just cruise.
Oh, I love that you choose K1, dude.
That's an Orange County brand.
Yeah.
Always.
The Nicolette family, I believe, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're dank.
Yeah. Dank, dude.
Dank.
Dang.
Dank.
So fucking dank.
JT, you had a little bit of a late morning here.
Yeah, dude, we were doing the pod at noon. I didn't set an alarm last night when I went to bed at like 1:30, and I woke up at 11:30 like, oh no.
Yeah.
And I had a good restful sleep with some powerful dreams. I wouldn't even call them nightmares.
Yeah.
They were just powerful dreams. And yeah, I had to hustle butt to get over here.
I mean, dude, do you think you slept extra because of how boring that Saban Belichick doc was? Do you think that it like made you log some extra freaking hours, dude, to zing that doc? dude?
Perhaps, dude. It is a really superficial doc with little information in it that adds to either person's legacy. I mean, like, they're the greatest coaches ever, and you can't tell by watching the doc. They seem like your average Pop Warner coach. They're just like, yeah, you know, success, it takes a lot of focus, and you got to work hard, and some of these guys don't want to work hard, but you know, that's what it takes to be great. You're like, yeah, we know, dude.
Of
it's
course.
like, what else is there? Get into the X's and O's, get into the weirder corners of your personality. Like, let me get to know you. But maybe there's nothing to
Exactly,
get to
dude.
know.
Exactly.
That was actually gonna be my beef for the week, but
Oh, damn, dude.
no, but dude, hey,
Damn,
it's,
dude,
it's
yeah.
we watched it. It's
And maybe
we're
they,
thinking about it.
maybe they just keep it guarded. You know, they're like, I don't want to. You can do a doc, sure, but I'm not going to give anything away.
That might be what it is,
Yeah, dude.
because they certainly did not give anything away.
No, dude.
And they just complain about like computers and how kids don't want to work these days. It's like classic old guy complaints.
Mm-hmm.
It's like maybe that was the only thing they felt comfortable talking about.
And they're just cross-cutting, like taking clips of them saying the exact same things at practice that like every coach in the world has ever said at any practice. It's like, work hard, hustle up, and like, look at, man, they both coach the same way. It's like, nah, dude. Then at the end,
It's every coach.
they're like, both of these guys like to de-stress through golf, and like both of them are like golfing. You're like, this is so uninteresting. This is what every 70-year-old, 60-year-old dude does.
Mhm.
They golf. I get it, dude.
The Kelly Slater 24/7 doc on HBO is good. Have you guys seen it?
No, I gotta check that out.
It's good.
Mm.
He lives a nice life, you know. He's like, on his days off, he just goes and body surfs in the water. He's like, I just need to stay in touch with the ocean.
Amazing.
And he's just getting massages, and he's like, oh, I've been surfing too much, and this competition's coming up. I'm a little bit stressed. I'm like, yeah. You're focused though, dude, and I like it.
Such a chiller, dude. Such a go-getter, dude. Such an assassin in the water,
And
dude, that guy, dude.
he rips a guitar too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was actually
Yeah.
going to say, you know, he's not as good as like Ben Harper or like a Jack Johnson. He obviously rips harder at surfing more. But I think like the universe has to have everyone add up to a 10, which is like why, I mean, I'm not ripping on Kelly for being bald, but his flow is gone. But he's such a good surfer that in other areas, he can't be. Otherwise, it's just not fair, dude.
Yeah.
You know, for like humanity. If he's like an amazing guitarist and he's like writing these amazing songs and has like flow like you, Chad,
Oh,
I'd be
thanks.
like, dude, come on, dude. It's just not right. Even though you
Yeah.
shouldn't, you know, it's compare and despair. It doesn't really matter, but it's just,
He's
everyone
got
kind of adds up
beautiful
to a
eyes,
10.
Too.
Oh,
Yeah.
his eyes are incredible, dude.
Yeah.
You know who has
Piercing.
beautiful eyes? JT in the summertime, dude. He's got he
Whoa.
gets champagne eyes.
Oh
dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
they get
sun
light.
affects them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
It's true. One time we were driving and we're looking at each other's eyes, and I get a little bit of green in mine. He's like, "You got a little bit of green." I was like, "Oh, fucking thank you, dude." And then he's like, "Dude, you see my eyes? They're yellow." He goes, "No, dude, they're champagne." I go, "That's a fire call, dude."
Dude, do you think it's hard to be friends with Kelly because he's so competitive?
Yeah, dude. Rob
Yeah.
Machado's like the chillest dude in the world, and you couldn't be friends with him.
I
Yeah.
heard though that Rob Machado's not that chill.
Really?
I-
Oh, that doc.
That's how he
makes him-
framed himself in that doc, so he could serve as like a counter to Kelly's personality, but I heard that was very like intentional on his part. I heard he's just as competitive as
Really?
Kelly.
Yeah.
See, I don't like. That's what's weird. Like surfing, because you have to be like, you know, with surf culture, it's like you're chill, you're laid back. I'm going and I'm shredding, but because of these competitions, these guys are all competitors and want to win. But in that culture, you have to like hide it. Like if you're a quarterback or a football or any other like, you know, mainstream sport, one of the big fours, like competitiveness is a trait that like people love. He's a go-getter. He's a winner.
Yeah.
But then in like surfing or like extreme sports, it's like you kind of have to not care, but also get W's. It's like, dude, just come out and say you want to fucking win, dude.
Yeah, you got to be a
on.
cool guy.
Well, that's like with Kumail Nanjiani we were talking about the other day. Like, you establish a brand for yourself where you're like a nerd or you're like a stoner or like you know, and then like you got to uphold that and sort of hide that. Because like we were like JT was saying, to get to any place like that, you have to have some fire inside of you. You know, you got to be a little bit kind of you got to have something in you. You can't just be a fucking, you know, a wimpy dweeb.
Dude, 100%. That's like when I'm watching those like Thomas Middleditch commercials, dude. When he's like, I don't even know what, like, I'm like, who is this guy? Like, it makes me not want to buy whatever that product is, like that, like weird, like mumbling that he does. But I'm also like, off camera, I can't help but think that he's like, all right, I want you to shoot me like this. I'm gonna get a little bit like, you know, he probably didn't direct those commercials and anything, but like obviously to his character and personality, that's the thrust of it. So it's just weird.
Yeah. Did it
go out?
Headphones turn off?
Emma, did you not like what I was saying about Thomas Middleditch? Cut out the
No, they
headphones.
should
The board
still be
off?
working.
Yeah, mine's not on.
No, it looks like the board's off.
I'll fix it.
Sweet.
It's like a huge Thomas Middleditch fan. Oh, I'm
there
back.
we go.
I'm back.
Thank you.
Maybe my knee hit it or something.
Yeah, when he's in Silicon Valley, and he's like, no, Pied Piper. I just want to make Pied Piper. And then the camera shuts off. He's like, you over there.
Yeah.
What's that grip doing? You're in the shot.
He's like Christian Bale behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I hear he's a genius improviser though, like kills it at like
That's what
Shakespeare and
everyone
improv. They're
says.
like the guy's like a savant.
I've seen him before.
You really?
Not at that, at like the UCB like Facebook show.
Mm.
Was it Facebook? Yeah, it was one of those.
Yeah.
Him and Zach Woods.
Yeah, I've heard they're the two best.
Yeah. They crushed.
There's someone new who's the best now. Some of the people were talking about it at work, but I don't know what it is. Oh, you've been to it. What's the one that everyone says is the best now?
Oh
It's like
yeah.
Big
So
something?
that's not an improv show. It's a scripted show.
What's it called?
It's Big Time in Atlantic City or something like that. Something in
Yeah.
Atlantic City.
Right. Oh, it's
They
just
might
called
have
Atlantic
an improv.
City.
Maybe it's just called Atlantic City. There
Yeah.
might be an improv act that they put on there, but those guys are good. Like, you know, it's Brad Evans. He's been on That's Huge before with his writing partner. They're solid, and it's like a kind of a booked out show with they get good character actors and stand ups and maybe some sketch, but it's always solid.
I heard it's really
I've
good.
been once, so I shouldn't say always. I'm talking about like I know more.
Strider, what's the regiment for decorations with you and your GF?
Oh, dude, I'm fired up that you just asked that, dude. We had a nice little tree decorating date night in, dude. It was so legit. We have our, you know, I love the store, Crate and Barrel, dude. I just freaking get fired up on, or no, sorry, what am I saying? I do get fired up on Crate and Barrel, but the Container Store, because we have our containers. I just love how everything is so organized in there. And we whip out the nice container that has our Christmas decks, dude. Put it out. Waited for my GF to get back from work, dude. Poured ourselves a nice little red wine, dude. I already had some dank pasta cooking. Nothing special, nothing crazy sauce, just some Trader TJ stuff, you know. And then we didn't put on any Christmas music or anything, but we just decorated, chilled, you know. We always like to get like an ornament from a trip that we went on together and, you know, kind of talk about a memory there, put it on the tree, and then just fire it up. But we couldn't find our lights. I need to go buy some new lights for our tree. But that's kind of the ritual. It's nice, just kind of a date night in, decorate, chill, watch a movie afterwards. We watched Hustlers afterwards.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice. Good
Dude,
movie.
great movie, dude.
Yeah.
J-Lo, dude.
In theaters or is it out on video?
We watched it in, like, we rented it on iMovie.
Oh, sweet.
it was
I
dank.
gotta see it.
It was sick.
Yeah, it's
fires
just
me up.
about how the movie really is built around J-Lo's impossible beauty at this point.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. Like, yeah, my GF was like, oh, she's like, how old is J-Lo now? 50? Dude, blessed, dude. Fuck, now if I'm in that shape at 50, dude, which I won't be, but dude, it's
Dude,
amazing.
I'm not crazy about Constance Wu. I don't
Neither
know.
were me and my GF. I gotta say, Yeah.
I liked Crazy Rich Asians a lot, but after seeing Hustlers, not really liking her that much in that, I was like, yeah, but maybe I liked Crazy Rich Asians because of all the other aspects of it too. You know, like I liked the mom character a lot.
dude,
Henry
she's
Golding
amazing.
was really good.
The mom
and
from
then just
Constant
like the
Target
way
and
the story moved was fun.
And Constance Wu, didn't she like, and I don't know the details of it, but didn't she like kind of get, like was beefing with her show that she was on? She's like, I don't want to play this role. And like,
Yeah, 'cause she's
said
got
later.
bigger movie offers, so she wanted the show to get like axed.
Oh, I saw
And
that.
then she came
Yeah.
back, and then the cast like and the crew like welcomed her back to the show.
Yeah.
They were
Really?
very magnanimous. Yeah.
Did we talk about that, or did I hear about that somewhere else? Where
It was in the news a little bit ago. Like,
she threw her crew under the bus.
yeah. Unchill, dude. Unchill.
I would love for J-Lo to sass me sometime. Like
Oh, that'd be pretty
if I ever saw
awesome.
her in person, I'd just be like, "Can you please sass me somehow?" She'd be
Yep.
like, I don't know how she would sass me. You know, I'd leave it up to her to improvise, and I'd be stoked on it either. You know, whatever she chose in that moment. But I think one of my life goals is to get sassed by J-Lo,
That'd be tight.
but in a
That's
loving
fire.
way.
It's gonna
Of
happen.
course.
Not
It's just
like-
a little bit of, a little sass, a little
not
sizzle,
like
dude.
yeah, not like I'm insulting her or anything. Like I just wanted to come at me with some sass and be like, "Ooh, hurts so good."
Yeah, like she'd get you with something you'd be a little bit gullible towards, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you'd be at like the pokey shop and she'd be like, oh, and you'd want extra ponzu, and she's like, sorry, I just took all the last ponzu. And then you'd be like, what? And she'd be like, ha,
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh, that'd fire me up.
Yeah.
Do you think
So sick.
Do you think she sasses A-Rod a lot?
For sure.
Yeah, but I bet A-Rod responds to it like, oh.
I
It's totally, oh.
babe, I want the ponzu. I already took the ponzu.
Oh.
A-Rod.
A-Rod, dude.
What are you searching?
I'm trying to find some stuff that we can
Some
riff
articles
on.
and cut it up and
Yeah.
flush it out about, dude.
I was listening to the impeachment on the way over here.
Whoa.
The impeachment,
Dang,
all the
dude.
Congress peoples, just talking about the founding fathers. They always talk about the founding fathers, which I love. You know, you got to rep G Dubs and freaking B Franklin, T Jefferson,
Yep.
legends. But the whole time I was listening to it, I was like, you know, it'd be really dank if we had a Jedi Council.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
There's some people with lightsabers to be like, all right, this is what the Force says, and I think that should be our Congress.
That'd be so sick, dude. It'd be so dank. Dude, I think I crushed a lot of the Star Wars, original Star Wars. I watched Empire Strikes Back, and I'm halfway through Return of the Jedi. Just decided to treat myself to that.
I
What's
love
your
that.
favorite?
Everyone says they love Empire Strikes Back the most, but I love Return of the Jedi the most. It's
think
my
it's my
favorite
favorite
one.
too.
It's just so fun, dude. The Forest Moon of Endor, dude. They're cruising around. Empire Strikes Back is like, I mean, I guess it has that big reveal moment, but like, I don't know. Luke's just such a buzzkill in that movie, dude. And but it's cool. Han Solo rips it in that, dude. It's just so sick. And you know what, dude? Everyone rips these new ones, but like those movies have always been kind of cartoonish. You
Yeah.
know, like even just some of the lines that they're saying to each other, like rewatching it
Yeah.
and what worked and like what people critique nowadays in it and stuff. With like, dude, in Empire Strikes Back, you know, everyone in this last, what was the last one with Luke?
The Last Jedi?
The Last Jedi. How they don't like the mind stuff between Kylo Ren and Rey.
Yeah.
Dude, you're watching Empire Strikes Back, and in like the biggest moment of the movie in the third act, like towards the end, like there's a ship
Where
like
he's
flying away.
hiding?
Yeah, and he's like falling down onto the thing, and he's like already lost his hand, and then he's in the ship, and like Vader can sense that he's on there. Dude, literally like it's these wide shots, and then they cut to these extreme close-ups of Vader, so it's like a mask, you can't see anything, and he's like, Luke, and then it cuts to like Luke's face, and he's like in a bed, he's like, no, Dad. And they're like communicating, but I guess like it's the 70s, the first time it's ever been done, so it's like amazing
Right.
and new.
Mm-hmm.
But you watch it and you're like, what the fuck is going on right now, dude? Like, this is unbelievable. It's like him and his dad like talking in their heads to each other in this space battle. But it's genius. I don't know. I'm probably gonna get some vitriol for that, but all I'm saying is the new ones aren't so as bad when you consider that. And Empire Strikes Back is like everyone's favorite.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about The Last Jedi because I thought some of the plot just went on to tangents that weren't really like fulfilling, like the whole Benicio del Toro subplot.
So
and then
bad,
like
so bad.
and then I thought when Leia went into the space and froze and then came back and was still alive,
Yeah.
that just like
No sense.
made no sense to me. And then And then some of the cartoonist stuff, like when Luke does the dirt off his shoulders, when it's like his hologram and he gets shot by all the lasers.
Dude.
I was like, why was Luke doing dirt off your shoulders? Like, keep it in the era they're in. I don't like these anachronisms or whatever.
Totally.
And it did bug me. It felt like it undermined the seriousness of Star Wars. But maybe I'm misinterpreting it because the first time I watched it, I was 6. So
No, but they do a Spaceballs joke, and I don't think they ever did that in the originals. Like the jokes they do would be cartoonish in the originals, but like I think it might have been.
But they're not referential.
Yeah, they're not referential. Like they literally do like a joking cut with Brandon Gleeson's son, where he's like being dead serious to something, and then they cut away, and it like totally undermines the stakes of his character.
Right.
In like the first scene, and I'm like, pick a lane, Star Wars. You know?
They had a really nice out too with Carrie Fisher when she gets blown out of the ship. I'm like, you know,
It's a good ending.
Why bring her back?
Totally, dude.
Like, do you guys think it's creepy that they're kind of still using her shots from because she's gonna be in the new one too?
Dude, it's pretty wild, dude. Like, I bet you like, it's like, dude. I mean, even actors' jobs are gonna be robotized. Like, if you have a look that someone likes, they can just copy your look and then put you in any. Like, everything's gonna be cartoon.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean? Like, everything's CGI.
I got the. I got my face scanned for that.
You did that? Dude, that scares me, bro. I don't know if how'd you feel about doing that?
Well, they said you could be in a video game, and I was like, sign me up, dude. Put me in that system.
That sounds tight. That sounds tight.
GTA San Clemente.
Is there a video game you wouldn't want to be in?
I'm not. I definitely want to be in Star Fox.
Oh yeah, I love Star Fox. Are they remaking that?
No.
Star Fox
You
is
look
so
good in Star
sick,
Fox.
dude.
I think I'd love to be in Star Fox. I'm trying to think of games I don't like.
Ross's enemy is my enemy. Dude,
You know what? I'm gonna take umbrage with this, and this is gonna be a very unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Super Smash Bros. Do not put me in that, Nintendo.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know what, dude? I think it's just because of my lack of skill, but I always felt that it was just like a game where you hit a bunch of buttons.
Yeah,
like,
that's
even
what
the
I think
dudes,
too.
and maybe it's because I'm not versed at all in that game. Where like even the people that are good at it, I'm like they're just hitting. It's like someone who's like, it's like a dad watching or like a corny dude watching jazz. It's like they're just hitting notes. Like, it makes no sense. It's like, no, It's beautiful. It's improvised. So maybe that's how that game is. But I'm like, nah, dude.
No,
you're just hitting the A button a fucking lot, dude.
I think what you're perceiving is correct.
I'd like to see you in the Turok Dinosaur Hunter, dude. Just shirtless, bronzed, dude.
I love that.
Just
You know,
going around
that
fucking
was
slinging dinos, dude, with your sick flow, dude.
Oh, dude, thank you so much.
So tight.
That is the first game that scared the shit out of me. Like, I remember playing that. I would play it as a kid at night, and like stuff would jump at you, and I was like, it got me so fired up because I was scared.
Yeah, dude. I remember watching my older brother play. What are the Mia Djokovic movies that she's in the franchise?
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. That game scared the shit out of me as a kid. I'd have nightmares from watching my brother play Resident Evil.
Dude, I never played that. Oh, you know what? Actually, what game I don't want to be in? Zelda.
I never got into Zelda.
I couldn't do it. I can't do those long adventure ones.
I like already knowing what my mission is too.
Yeah.
You know, choosing your own mission sometimes it's fun, but there's just too much space in between them.
Yeah.
I have to like genuinely travel.
Yeah.
I'm not into that. I don't play video games to travel.
I like where there's a group dynamic. You know, Mario Tennis, Mario Kart. I guess Smash Bros falls into that category, but I think tennis and Mario Kart are much easier to play, and you can incorporate drinking games into them.
Dude, if they did a Fast and the Furious like Project Gotham, like you ever play that game Project Gotham? It was it was a sexy video game,
Yeah, it
dude.
was sleek.
It was so sleek. The lighting, like everything, and it was like nighttime when you raced. Like all the cars had like a shimmer to them. I'm like, dude, like I'm like my driver's wearing all leather. Like I just had like a nice like tapas style dinner, dude.
Yeah.
And at the end of this race, I'm gonna like meet some art curator, and we're gonna have like stand up love session or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that's what I feel like happens at the end of every race in that game. I would imagine. I think a fire game would be that sort of mood lighting and tone. Fast and the Furious characters and Mario Kart rules, so you can like use like not turtle shells but something from the Fast and the Furious universe, like those little like magnetic grenade things that kill the computerized, and it's like Mario Kart but with Fast and the Furious like 10-second cars.
I like that.
Nice.
That'd be fucking sick.
And I like incorporating sort of what the driver's doing beforehand You know, like eating some like marinated mushrooms
Yeah.
and then drinking some red wine and some cheese.
Yes.
And then just hitting the nos. You guys remember Need for Speed?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Need for Speed Hot Pursuit? Anyone?
No, is that the sequel?
Yeah, it's where the cops would chase you. It was awesome.
Oh, that's tight.
It's
Dude,
so cool.
Cruising USA in the arcade, so much fun, dude.
Yeah.
The stand-up, I remember playing the stand-up version. There was no seat.
Yeah.
Playing that at Ballpark Pizza, dude, after I just took an L in ASO soccer, dude. And just so fired up for post-soccer practice, soccer game pizza sessions. And just playing that game and then the Die Hard game right next to it.
Yeah.
Dude. Loved those arcade games.
Do you guys have New Year's resolutions?
Probably just fucking, you know, this last one I did a bunch of push-ups, dude, which I kind of tapered off on. I was getting up to 60 in a row. I was bumping them out, dude. And I was like, I just want to do this every time I get out of the shower, correlating it. That was last year's. This next year, I haven't thought of it yet, dude.
Do you think you delivered on your last year's resolution?
I think I delivered 70%. 70% delivered.
That's rock solid.
So solid, yeah.
What's mine? I want to learn how to properly cook salmon.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think you can do that. I think you will do that.
You think so?
Yes.
Thanks.
I think that's tight, dude.
Thanks. Get some lemon in there.
Mhm.
Maybe some asparagus.
Oh, serve it up on a cedar plank, dude.
Oh, dude, I don't even know
Presentational. Fucking litter that cedar plank with some rosemary up top, dude. Get those aromas on there and say, hey, don't dip it in the rosemary. That's just for presentation.
I don't even know what that is yet, but I will once I gain this knowledge of salmon.
Oh yeah, it's gonna come naturally. It's
Yeah,
like
you're just getting to the door of the salmon house.
Yeah.
You're about to go in and explore all the
Yeah,
different
dude.
rooms.
I'm gonna have so much more vocab.
And there's
Yeah.
5. You know, there's 5 types of salmon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
There's chum, there's like Chinook, there's king, and there's 2 others I can't remember.
Is there like North Atlantic and then Pacific?
There's a chum, pink, coho, sockeye, and king.
Yeah,
Damn
there you
it.
go. I had a few of them.
I thought they were
King is the
regional.
highest in fat and usually the most expensive, prized for its silken, melting texture, which is almost like smoked salmon. Whoa.
What is
I had no idea.
Yeah,
So what's
There's
the
different
salmon?
types.
What's the most go-to? Like, what's the one I'm eating the
probably
most?
fucking farm raised. Hopefully not.
Is that an offshoot of one of these?
I mean, yeah, they probably take a breed of it. Like maybe they take king and just raise it in a farm. But you want to get fresh, you know, if you can.
And
You
you
know,
want
sometimes the
what?
farm stuff they get like some bacterial.
An
stuff.
easy mnemonic device to remember all of them is the 5-finger method. Chum is your thumb, sockeye is your index finger, king is your middle finger, silver is the ring finger, pink is your pinky.
Yep. Did you see me? I mean, you couldn't see in the video, but did you see me put my hand up?
No,
You guys didn't see that.
I missed it.
Oh, I did. Oh, it was up.
Dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was up.
Dude,
You know, I learned that when I went on a cruise to Alaska with my family once, dude.
really?
Yeah.
Can you name all the planets?
Oh yeah, dude. Of course, bro. All the planets in our solar system, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Okay. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Neptune, Jupiter, Pluto, and Uranus.
Dude.
Not in order.
That was good though.
Yeah. Thank you.
What's your New Year's resolution?
To be at peace.
Oh
Nice.
fuck yeah, dude.
Calling my shot.
I love that,
Dude, I think you can do it.
I think so too.
dude. I think you're drilling
Starting
it and killing
now.
it, dude. Yeah, dude. I love it.
Even though it's not. Do you guys have plans for the New Year's?
No.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on a New Year's celebration.
know.
Yeah.
I've got one invite right now, but I got to talk to my GF and correlate, dude. See what's going on. We got to communicate about that.
Right.
See what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I forgot I'll be back in LA for New Year's, so I haven't even thought about it. I thought I was gonna be, I'm going on a cruise, so I thought I was gonna be cruising. But to be honest though, dude, not to be a downer, New Year's, I kind of like chilling on New Year's. Maybe it's like my contrarian side, but I'm like,
I'm the same way. Like on 420, I don't smoke weed.
yeah, society's telling me to rage. Nah, dude, I'm gonna rage on a Tuesday night.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. You're not gonna find me, dude, on anywhere on New Year's where I need a ticket to get entry to. I'm not like going anywhere that like has a drink special or something like that, dude. I'm
Mhm.
posting up. I want to be with some people that I love, with my dogs, dude, and their GFs and my GF, and we're just posting up playing good tunes, dude. Maybe we're watching the ball drop in the background, dude. Midnight strikes, dude, and then I get a nice healthy buzz and call it a night, dude.
That's what's up.
Yeah, nothing crazy, dude. Maybe a champagne toast, maybe, dude.
I kind of like to just to start the new year off right on like a high productivity sort of level. I like to spend the night by myself watching Jeopardy.
Oh,
And then I crush Fast and the Furious. And then I watch some YouTube videos on, just like a new thing I'm trying to learn, like welding. And you only just watch one, but I'm making progress. And then I wake up at
hell yeah.
7 a.m. I go work out. I hit the steam room for like an hour, detox for the new year. And then I write poetry.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
It's beautiful.
That's a long day
It's beautiful.
with a lot of productivity packed in there.
Yeah.
Legend,
you
dude.
know, it's like the morning of the new year. You want to get the morning off right.
You want to get started off right. Where are you going, Strider?
I gotta use the restroom real quick. I'll be back.
Right on. You want to do an ad and then we'll do questions?
Oh, sure.
Rip my jewel.
Guys, I'm interrupting this podcast to let you know once again that we are brought to you by Manscape. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dongles are looking fresh, you know? Why do you take your tuxedo to the dry cleaner, dudes? Because you want to give it the best care. Manscaped offers a dry cleaner for your dong. Yeah, you heard me right. A dry cleaner for your dong, except it comes in the form of trimmers that don't nick or cut your balls, so you're safe from that, but you're also looking so fresh and clean down there, you know? I don't know if you guys know this, but the Outkast song So Fresh, So Clean is about pubes, you know? And Manscaped, they got from that song, they're like, the fine people who started that company, they listen to that song and they're like, let's put this into action. Let's put this into fruition, you know? Outkast set the stage, and now we're going to create a product that allows you to be so fresh and so clean around your testicles, scrotum, shaft, and bell end.
Amazing, dude.
Thanks. So, yeah, guys, so ho, ho, ho. I don't know if this is going to come out before. No, is it? It might come out before the holidays, but if not, guys, happy holidays. You know, I highly, highly recommend that you get your partner or your child, no, not your child, or your an adult friend, the Manscaped Perfect Package 2.0 with skin-safe technology and all that stuff. You know, you want to get and these products smell good, guys. Their manly scent is attractive, will help set the mood, if you know what I mean. You know, it's going to attract other people, not like bears. So get 20% off plus free shipping with code GODEEP20 at manscaped.com. Oh, it's 20% off. I've been saying 10%. It's 20. GODEEP20, manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you.
What are you guys doing tonight?
Going on a date with my GF, dude. We're gonna go out for a nice Italian dinner, dude.
Nice.
Gonna go to this,
Dantana's, right?
exactly.
Dantana's?
Classic little spot, yeah, right next to the Troubadour, famous concert hall, I guess, or music venue. Eagles used to play there, dude. Rip it and then crush a meal next door, dude. You know, this is a nice little. It's gonna be a pricier dinner, dude. But guess what, dude? My GF's gonna be off for the holiday after today, so we're gonna go out and just kick things off right, dude, for our nice holiday break, dude. So fired up, dude. Probably get myself a nice chicken or an eggplant parm. It will be a game time decision. I'll ask the server. I'll be like, dude, what do I gotta do? And then based on their discretion, I shall order, dude. And my GF likes baked mastacholi, and they have it there. That's why she likes going there.
What's mastacholi?
Dude, I didn't know either. It's basically just, I don't think there's any meat. It's just penne noodles with like a red sauce. And then the baked element is like I think it might be the cheese that's on there. And it's like a baked cheese crust on top. Very decadent, very dank.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Do you guys, when you're walking with your girlfriends after a late night, do you ever get worried that you guys are going to be potentially mugged or attacked or anything like that?
Dude,
of course.
I never have ever worried about that in my life.
That's awesome.
I think about it all the time. Every time I'm going to bed, like when I'm watching a movie, my GF's crushing a book next door, dude. Watching, reading something dank, dude. And probably a YA novel, dude. One of her guilty pleasures, dude. Although she's well versed in her lit intake. I'll I'll think to myself, what if someone bashes through the windows, because we have these kind of big windows in our apartment, and I don't think there's any rail guarding up there. I'm like, what if some dude just bashes through these windows right now? A lot of times I think of like a whole like Navy SEAL team coming in there for no reason.
I think about my
Really?
doors. Like I'm like, if someone really wants to get in here and they just took like a sledgehammer, they could get in and they could do whatever they wanted.
Dude, it's so funny you mentioned this, because I was listening to AM 640 on the way over here, and I crush AM radio, dude. Very adult, dude, and graduating, dude. And graduating from FM to AM, dude, taking things in. And they were talking about the Golden State Killer, and that he, originally a lot of serial killers will, they target like young co-ed women.
Yeah.
This guy was because he kind of never got caught until I guess this 23andMe thing.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think Patton
carbon
Oswalt's
dating.
wife, who is no longer with us, I heard her contribution was critical in finding him.
Huge. She's the one who coined the term Golden State Killer.
Yeah,
and then the
right.
cops try to say that they didn't use anything, but they refer to him as the Golden State Killer.
Right.
So it's like, obviously they were referencing her stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, like he would target guys who were higher social status than him. Like that was an element too, like doctors, lawyers.
Oh, wow.
And try to like belittle and then take, obviously the women were the real victims, but just terrible. And then
Wait, belittle them?
yeah, by like, assaulting their wives and then
Oh.
Oh wow.
I mean, in his head, like how does that math work? Fucking,
Sick puppy math.
Yeah, come on, sick
Yeah.
puppy math. And just kind of gnarly. And then this radio program was just about the fallout of those couples, and that they would often end in divorce, and it was just obviously horrendous.
Dude, for some reason, I never really think about like getting assaulted or mugged or. Yeah, I don't know. It never like crosses my mind. I'm like, if someone were to like step up, I'd be like, not chill, and I just know that they would kind of be like, yeah, you're right. Sometimes I'm laying in bed though, and I do sort of picture. I'm like, what if someone just like charged through my bedroom door? I'd be like, all right, later, Earth. You know what I mean?
Are you afraid of ghosts?
Yeah, I am afraid of ghosts.
Ghosts scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of ghosts?
I'm afraid of the dark. So I'm definitely
Oh, yeah.
afraid of like goblins and boogeymen, but not like ghosts specifically. They don't look like ghosts, the things I'm afraid of.
Mm.
Yeah.
My stepmom at my one place, they moved into a new house, and I was spending the night there, and she's like, oh, by the way, we're haunted.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, we have a ghost up there. She's great. I'm like, what? And I was in like a separate wing of the house, totally isolated. And I was like, why would you tell me that? She's like, oh, she's great. She just hangs out up there. And then they made me sleep in that room one time.
Oh.
Dude, I was heated.
I know. I've heard my mom just be like, fuck you, leave me alone. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I come upstairs, my mom, who are you talking to? She's like, I'm talking to the ghost in the house.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Terrifying.
Yeah. But she wasn't saying it like, she was saying it like how she would talk shit to a friend, not how she would talk shit to a enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that
Whoa.
scare you?
It just made me feel like I was like, the ghost here? And she's like, yeah, we all know about it. Like me and like a few of her friends. She was like,
Yeah.
we all talk shit to the ghost when it's here. And sometimes it's being fine. I was like, oh, everyone's just on board that there's a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
That's
like,
Dude, that's so
hilarious.
terrifying. I'd be so out in a second, dude. Literally, and this is pretty, privilege. Growing up, my parents took me and my siblings on a nice Italy vacation, dude. I'm big on Italy on this podcast right now, dude. Crushing Italian dinners. But we were in Venice, dude, and we went to this hotel, and all of us were too scared to stay there. It was hilarious watching my dad. He's like, yeah, I'm not staying at this place. Dude, we all just left. We're like, yeah, no. And there was nothing wrong with it. It was a nice place, but dude, it had like old decor.
Yeah.
And like, it was like very terraced. Like, you had to like go up these weird like middle central stairs, like the architecture. Something was off in that place, dude. And we were all like, we're out, dude.
Yeah.
And just went to like, I don't even know any other hotel. I want to say Ramada Inn.
Me and Greg moved into an apartment, and it was a beautiful apartment. It was beautiful, and it was such a deal. But it was on like a street that was like a little bit rough, probably not even that bad. But I just got paranoid. I didn't like the way I had access to the front door. It was like street level, and anyone could come up to our front door. It didn't have like any kind of like. And when there's a lot of apartments, I kind of feel like you're kind of anonymous, because it's like, why would someone choose your apartment over any of the others? But this place stood out as like the nicest on the block. And I was driving a nice car at the time, so we moved in for a day, and I never spent the night there. I called the guy we rented the place from, and I was like, I can't live here, dude. And he was like, JT, 3 girls live there right now. They're fine. They party every night. Nothing has happened. I was like, they're more badass than me. I
Yeah,
gotta
they're
get the hell
badass.
out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met one of those girls because I like was handling the move-in thing, and she was like moving out at the same time. She was tough.
Oh, she was cool.
She was tough.
Yeah, her room was a disaster.
Total disaster.
I don't normally see girls' apartments, and so I was in her room, and I was like, holy moly.
Yeah.
I was like, this girl is living like everything is trash. She's just throwing shit everywhere.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, do you go to any inn in New England? They're all haunted.
Oh, yeah.
They're like I went to go look at colleges with my brother. We stayed at like all these inns and stuff. Dude, at one place there were dolls in my room.
Fuck.
Everywhere.
That's creepy.
Dude, anytime it's an inn, it's haunted, dude.
They were all haunted.
There shouldn't be two ends an inn, dude.
Yeah.
There's this
Come
one,
on.
There's this one lady at like one of the like questionnaires for like people visiting the college, and she's like, "Yeah, what are you gonna do about the axe murderer that's probably in the forest right now?" And the guy's like, "What?" That was like her question.
Emma, you're from New England, right? You got
Yep.
you got any haunted shit going on over there? What's up?
I mean, I definitely agree that most of the inns or things like that in New England are haunted, but I think that's because everything there is so old.
It's like Revolutionary War soldiers and Civil War soldiers.
Yeah, like my hometown growing up used to be the capital of New Hampshire before the Declaration of Independence was signed. They signed it in New Hampshire. The like New England people signed it in New Hampshire, and there's definitely some haunted inns and hotels. They're cool, but I wouldn't want to sleep in one.
Yeah, maybe during the day I'll go visit it and probably.
Yeah, I had a friend who worked in one, and she would do like turn down service, and she was like, "Yeah, I'll like turn down a room, and then people check in, and like things are not how I left it."
Wow.
But she said nothing malicious ever happened.
I kind of want to stay at one of those places so the ghost of Alexander Hamilton will be there, and he and I can just rap.
Oh,
I
dude,
love that.
That'd
Yeah,
be
there's
so sick.
I don't know if it's in an inn, but there's a building in downtown Exeter where I grew up that is where Abraham Lincoln's son lived when he went to Phillips Exeter Academy.
Wow.
Dang.
Dude, I got beef with Netflix about Lincoln right now because you know how Netflix picks what image you get for a movie before you click it? Like there's like 5 different like poster covers and they pick one for you. Lincoln for me is not Abraham Lincoln in the thumbnail. It's Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, his whiny son, who like can't stop bothering him while he's trying to fix the United States.
Do you think they're trying to tell you something?
Yeah, I think they're telling me I'm a punk, dude.
dude.
I was looking at it, I was
Netflix
like,
is
why
like,
do you think
dude.
that's going to get me to watch Lincoln? Of all the cool shit in that movie.
He's the worst character in the movie,
Yeah, you throw
dude.
the worst schmoll character at me.
You might like this, JT.
Yeah, you might like this. This is this like punk son who can't actually fight and get out of his dad's way. I'm like, fuck that, dude.
Can't fight.
That's hilarious,
that
dude.
shit.
That's hilarious.
Dude,
Mine's is freaking Daniel Day-Lewis, just jacked, dude. Special cover. Dude.
He's
Netflix
all
just
cut,
likes him.
dude.
Oh, he's just super ripped. He's curling like a Civil War cannonball on this arm and just throwing it like kettlebell style and just reading a book in this
And
arm.
a
dude.
fat book and the other
Just
one
fucking
from like
what
Epicurean
up?
or someone like that.
dude, and New Orleans has like haunted hotels. There's this one place. I forget what it's called. I think it's just called like the New Orleans Hotel. But James Franco stayed there one night because he's like, I want to stay in the haunted room. And so there's one room that's like supposed to be haunted, and he woke up and there's just a nun standing next to him in bed.
Whoa, dude!
Yeah,
Daniel
staring at him.
Speaking of Daniel Day-Lewis, he said he was doing, I think, Hamlet. I forget which one it was, and he was doing a scene, and he saw the ghost of his father out there.
Really?
And he was on stage, and he just got terrified. And then I think he retired from acting for a couple years after that, and just picked up cobbling.
Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
he's such a true actor that like if he plays seeing a ghost, the real ghost will come to see him.
Yeah.
That's
He's
crazy.
amused, dude. The ghosts want to talk to Daniel Day-Lewis.
That's awesome.
That's his
It'd be great
favorite
to get
scene
him,
partner, dude.
We got to get him on the pod.
Oh,
I would
dude.
love that.
Getting him on the pod would be great, dude. Sporting his earring, dude. I like when he has his earring in, dude.
Yeah.
We have a skateboarder
sick.
one ep, and then the next ep, it's Daniel Day-Lewis.
That's
Range.
the pod.
Yeah.
That's the pod.
It's range, dude.
Yeah.
That's the pod.
And we're like, do you know any schmoles? He's like, I know a schmole. I danced with a schmole once in the, not literally danced, but we had a metaphorical interplay, and it was
Exactly,
actually
dude.
myself. I was the schmole I was dancing with.
Every character has a wound, and that wound is a schmoll, and often it's your own weakness, and it has to be sort of exercised out of you through scene work and analysis. And if you have a great scene partner, they can really get that out of you.
For sure.
Incredible.
Dude, should we answer some questions?
Yes.
What up, scholars of Stoke, Chad, JT, and hopefully Strider?
What up?
This might be a little long-winded. No surprise there. So strap in. My GF and I have been together for about 1.5 years now. We've shared some dank times and experienced lots of new things together. However, more recently, it's taken a turn in the wrong direction. I've been going through a lot mentally and struggling to give 100% to her. I've been caught in a dead-end job for about 6 months, and my Stoke has reached some critically low levels, dealing with some depression and anxiety because of it. Once I'm home after my long commute, which is typically spent listening to you guys, my dogs, I often just like relaxing and playing some V games on the box or going to bed rather than having a quality conversation with her. Ever since our initial breakup a few months ago, kind of mutual, but more me breaking up with her, I just haven't had the right mindset, and I haven't been happy in the relationship. I knew that the job has been affecting my mood, but I'm not sure how much of the lack of attention I've been giving my GF and the negative feelings that I have about our relation is because of the job, and how much because my head just isn't in it anymore. I guess what stems from this is 2 questions. Staying with her will hurt her because she sees that I'm not 100% in it, but breaking up with her will hurt as well. What do you think I should do? In regards to the depression I've been feeling, I'm on my way to finding a new job to up my Stoke, but what other things would you recommend I do to keep a positive mindset and to enjoy my life outside of the corporate world? Thank you guys so much for taking the time to read all this stuff and for the feedback you can give me. You do so much to get me amped every day, and I really appreciate all you do for the Stokers around the globe. Much love, dogs. Boom, clap, and jabwow. Oh, man, that's so nice. I don't know, dude. It sounds like you're still kind of in, I think. It sounds like you still want to be in the relationship, and you realize you have some stuff on your side of the street that you need to take care of to really evaluate whether the relationship's working. And I think that's a healthy way to look at it. Yeah, that would be the last thing that I would change. But go through the order of changing the other stuff.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I think they're not necessarily correlated, dude. One's like work, one's relationship. I mean, I understand one affects the other, but, you know, dude. Sorry, I'm chewing ice right now, but it's like, no, you sound, yeah, I think JT nailed it, dude. Just stay in it, dude. Focus up. As far as feeling depressed, I mean, you know, corporate career path can be tough, you know, it can seem like monotonous or whatever. Get a dank hobby. Go take an improv class or some shit like that, dude. Do something a little bit fun and outside your comfort zone. Go fucking rock climb, dude, and get yourself up to a V5, dude. And yeah, as far as your GF goes, open, honest communication, dude. Let her know what you're feeling, dude. And don't take too much responsibility on yourself. She's her own person too. You know, if you don't want to be with her, don't be like, oh, don't be with someone because you feel bad about the breakup. Face the music, you know. Go and do it if you're feeling like you're don't want to be in there.
Yeah, don't do the death by 1,000 tiny cuts. Just go in there and guillotine it.
Exactly, because you'll subconsciously and partly consciously start distancing yourself too, which is not fair, and you're just wasting your time and her time too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think I had like a moment this weekend where I was like kind of like just crabby and like brought a bad mood to the table, you know, and yeah, I think you just got to evaluate, you sort of see where that's coming from. And oftentimes, you know, if you're letting that bleed into the relationship, I've found that if you just sort of just force yourself to take action or like try and cultivate a good mood or like be more sort of loving and interested, oftentimes that sort of compounds and you're able to run with that what's the word? You're able to sort of create that and then sort of keep going up from there, if that makes sense. So I would, like Strider was saying, I would get out there, do some hobbies, you know, get out into the world, force yourself to do some things, to learn some, not on camera, to do some things that are outside of your comfort zone. So I think that, you know, and if you're making progress in something, I think that's when you start to feel true happiness. And I think if you start doing some loving things towards your girlfriend, I think you'll find that initial passion that you had when you first started, you know, taking her out to cafes and, you know, Dantana's. So
yes,
dude, I agree. Fake it till you make it. I think
Yeah.
if you start acting like someone in love, you can become someone in love.
Right. Yeah.
There's a good short in Paris Je t'aime that I really like about that. Yeah. Like if you're just process oriented and you don't think too much about the stories you're telling yourself in your head,
Yeah.
you'll actually end up creating a new story.
Yeah.
And dude, that's nice, man, because it sucks when you're not being good to your partner. You feel bad about yourself and you feel bad for them. And everyone goes through those doubts. But my sponsor in the program I'm in for sex people will tell me, like, he's like, I'll be like complaining about my relationship or something. He's like, well, are you gonna break up today? And I'm like, no. And then he's like, all right, so how about you just be the best boyfriend you can for today?
Yeah.
And if you can just make that call every day, pretty soon you and your GF are having a good time. You're snuggling up on the couch and you're like, are we the cutest couple ever?
Yeah. Dude, I was playing GTA with my GF the other night.
Oh, dude.
And I was like, this is it. This is what I dreamt of as a young teen with a boner.
So
you
true.
know, playing GTA.
So true, dude.
Playing GTA with someone you love and just, you know, doing virtual mass murder.
Yeah.
So nice, dude. Dude, sometimes when I'm talking dirty during sex, you know, I'll say some more conventionally dirty stuff, but then I'll get to a point where I'll just start saying nice things.
Whoa.
Like, I'm like, you know what I want to do? I want to get you a promotion at work.
Oh.
And then she'll be like, she'll look at me right in the eyes and she'll be like, all right, how are you going to do that? And then I'm like, I don't really know.
Yeah. Do you know what I want to do? You know what I want to do? I want to get coffee with your mom tomorrow. Just improve our relationship.
And then she's like, are you really going to get coffee with her tomorrow? I'm like, nah, I'm just really horny.
Yeah. No. No, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the idea.
I also don't really want to choke you
to
death. I'm also, you know, just kind of these are the rules.
Yeah, right. What up, my dogs? My dog is recently out of a relation, ready to get on the dating apps. He's been in the relation since before Tinder, Hinge, etc. was a thing, so is a new player to the game. I've given him my pro tips on the best way to spice up his profile to meet a nice lady, but it got me thinking, what tips do you bronze gods have for boys on dating apps? I'm curious to know how you guys mix and match humor and pics looking bronze and stand out from the crowd. Sorry, Strider, this question does not apply to long-term GF bros like you. Also, my dogs, I know just be yourself is a clunch answer here, but I'm looking for real data. Chad, GT, what did your profile on Hinge look like back in the day? Thanks, my dogs. I'd have to re-download the app. Mine had a lot of clips of like Chad and I on like Fox. It had one of those. And then it had one clip of me just ripping it up in a nightclub dancing.
Fire.
And then it just had some nice photos of like me with my fam, you know, so they could see I was doing some fun stuff, but that also had balance. And then I had one that was like a question like, it was like, what's your biggest weakness? Oh no, I said, don't hate me if and my answer was accept people.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And then my go-to karaoke song was Genuine Pony, which it is.
Amazing.
It's fun on there because you can pick the question you want to answer. So a lot of it is just finding the question that where the answer can most illuminate a fun part of your personality. And then, yeah, dude, you just got to, I mean, I don't know what your friend does. Does he fish? Maybe a picture of him with a nice fish.
I love that.
Does he snowmobile? A picture of him on the snowmobile, but with his helmet off so you can kind of make out his visage.
Oh.
And then yeah, maybe
word.
something with him and his
Yes.
G-ma.
It's a great fire vocab. Great diction by my dog.
And then, dude, it's trial and error, dude. You got to tweak it every couple months because it gets stale. But also, dude, just be yourself.
So true.
Yeah, dude, I would say get some photos that show your that show you in activities, you know, show you as a dude who gets out there, who gets into nature, who gets physical, who reads, whatever it is you like to do, you know, public speaking, maybe you go to Toastmasters, a photo of you giving a toast, oh, that'd be fire. That'd be so epic, you know, because I think you want to show that you want to show your, like JT was saying, your fun side, you know. So, but stay true to yourself, you know, don't stage some photos. I think the best dating profile photo I've ever seen that JT took, it was Joe doing laundry.
Yeah.
Joe was holding a laundry basket and smiling. And I was like, that's perfect.
And that encompasses who Joe is.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
I think that was his main photo too. He crushed it with that.
Oh, dude, I mean, and dude, the guy is right that wrote in, dude. I mean, I never had a dating app. I don't know. But if I did, I'd probably just put photos of myself like, you know, at a nice steak dinner, like a Morton's or a Ruth Chris, but like shirtless. Just saying, you know, they let this guy eat a nice porterhouse or a nice T-bone or Kansas City ribeye with no shirt on. He's a naughty rule breaker, but the people kind of like the way he breaks the rules. It's kind of what that says to me. You know, maybe like just, I don't know, wearing shorts at like, I don't know, somewhere where you can't wear shorts.
Yeah, I think you got to throw in something, you know, like you DJ.
Curveball.
Like a curveball in there. Like, it'd be like you playing basketball, you giving a toast, then you DJing with a fedora.
Yeah.
And then people are like, wow,
Yeah.
this guy's mysterious. Maybe he has an edge to him. Maybe he's corny as fuck. I don't know, but I want to find out.
Correct. And dude, never underestimate the underwater photo. Pretty sick.
That's legit.
And dude, I think Chad's super right too. If you do staged photos that aren't really you, you're gonna start, and someone likes you for those photos, then you're gonna think they like you for that version of yourself, and then you're gonna always feel like you have to pretend to be that person, and that has, you can't do that forever.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna run out, dog. And then at some point, it's just gonna be you. So the sooner you can figure that out, the better.
Yeah.
Emma, did you ever do the dating apps and stuff?
Very briefly, they were not my favorite thing.
For
It's
sure.
not my way of meeting people. But I actually just saw this graphic on Reddit the other day. Someone like kept a record of their like how they approach people on dating apps and how often they got good responses. And they got the most good responses by just saying, hey, not like weird comments on their pictures or like weird pickup lines, just being like, hey, what's up? Got the most
Whoa.
response.
Wow.
Whoa.
So try that.
That's huge.
But I think
Man.
you guys are right. Show your real personality on there, because if you fake it, then like you have to be fake with
Dude,
that person.
The hours I spent just trying to conjure up the perfect line for somebody who probably was never going to want to be with me in the end anyways.
Yeah, I used to help my roommate with hers all the time, and she was always trying to come up with clever little things. I was like, you can just say hi, or like, how is your day? Everybody loves having someone be like, hey, how's your day going? That's
Yeah.
always nice to hear.
Emma, what of the example photos we mentioned, and we can rattle them off again, which of them would have most intrigued you?
Morton's shirtless.
Joe,
I mean-
Joe doing laundry.
Laundry's always good. I like a man with a clean house. And like who, because we've all been in people's apartments and been like, has this ever been cleaned? This is gross. Nobody wants to go back to that apartment. So it's nice to know that you're a well-rounded person though. Like you clean the house, but like you also hit the club on the weekends, but like you're also doing cool shit that you work on that you enjoy.
Fire.
You want to show a little bit of all of it. You're like professional side, but also you're like party side, but maybe also you're like, I'm just hanging out in sweatpants doing laundry side.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's not one photo specifically. It's like the combination of all the photos.
Right, it's the collage of your life. Dude.
Yeah. It's like, how do you tell your story in like 4 or 5 pictures? I've also never used Hinge, and I didn't know you could put like videos on it.
Oh yeah,
That's kind of cool.
it's very cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
It's really
I only had Tinder.
good dating. I think Hinge is the best dating app, and it's always contingent on you're living in a city big enough where there's a lot of people on there for you. But I do think it's the classiest.
Yeah, and I think if you, with your potential date, if you leave them wondering whether or not you're going to show up with a shirt,
Keeps it interesting.
That's mysterious.
Yeah. I've also heard, I think it was Nicole Byer was telling me that Tinder has an algorithm that analyzes your pictures and how attractive you are and puts you in a category and matches you with other people in that category.
Dude, I've noticed that.
Which I think is
Whoa.
kind of fucked up. It's like they're
Whoa.
judging how attractive you are, which is pretty subjective anyway. Like what one person finds attractive is not what somebody else finds attractive. You know what I mean? It's
For
kind of
sure.
like putting people's attractiveness into like measurable categories is like a weird concept to me.
Dudes, I have to go.
That's
to the restroom
unchill.
so bad.
No, dude. Don't even trip.
But I don't know if Hinge and Bumble do the same thing.
I think they do.
Probably on some level.
Yeah, Hinge. They say that they're like we connect you with people that you have some connection with. So they'll be like, if you're like friends with
It's like
Cameron
your
from
circles,
5th
right?
grade, yeah.
Which is why I think Hinge is higher. Most people I know who have found relationships on Hinge, they're like real relationships. It's not like, oh, I dated this girl for like a month and that was it. It's like people who've like been together for a year or two, or like they're like they have found like their person on it.
Yeah.
Far more often on Hinge than anything else, because I think that's their goal.
Yeah.
Isn't their slogan like the app that's designed to be deleted or something like that?
Oh yeah, because you're gonna delete it.
Oh,
it's
Because if
gonna
they're
work out.
successful, you're gonna delete their app.
That's cool.
Dude, I want to meet someone on. If I was single, meet someone on Venmo, dude, and just look at my purchasing history, dude. Big time business player, dude. Power spender.
That
dude.
would be really funny if there was
Bought
a dating
boat.
app. If there's a dating app that was like matched you on with people based on your similar purchases.
Yeah.
Like this person also goes to this coffee shop 7 times a week.
Yeah, exact. Yeah, seriously.
Go get coffee with them.
Emma, that actually works. I like that. Or they're going to the same sandwich spot that you like or whatever. Yeah, You know what? Means we might like to go get a bite to eat together. Or, hey, we're at this coffee shop. Coffee's a good first date. Coffee's a great first date. You're not going to be there too long. It's not a whole meal, dude. It's a nice public setting, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, coffee's
Like
a
a
good first
meeting.
date because it's always weird to be like, let's go get a drink, because what if they don't like drinking?
Exactly. You don't
Everybody
know.
can get something at a coffee shop.
Exactly.
But what about the caffeine?
You could do decaf. You could do a tea. You
Oh,
could do
right,
like a
right.
chai latte or something.
And nowadays
I like the
they're
options
selling
of
a
that.
lot of cold pressed juices at these coffee shops.
Mhm.
now,
Oh,
in
dude.
the cities, you can get yourself a nice green drink, dude.
Yeah, because sometimes, a lot of times at those high-end coffee shops, the caffeine is so high it gets me jacked up,
Get you too amped.
and my conversation doesn't flow.
Then
So,
you get yourself the decaf, or you go with the tea.
I think you got to go with the juice so you feel nourishment.
Yep.
You get jacked up on nourishment, and then you just, you start just, you just talk like Shakespeare.
You're just dialed in. You're listening, dude. You're responding, dude. You're escalating the conversation in a
Mhm.
legit way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus
That's
if you're
all that.
nervous and then you like drink a bunch of caffeine, you're just gonna like twitch and you're not gonna be able to focus.
Exactly.
It's not ideal.
Caffeine, it's a freaking drug. I'm addicted to caffeine. I gotta have my coffee.
I quit drinking caffeine for 3 straight years,
Oh, you're a
and it
legend.
was I'm drinking it right now because it's busy and stuff. I drink it when I need it every once in a while, but not every day. And going off it for 3 years, game changer. Highly
Really?
recommend it.
I've heard that.
I got to.
I've heard that.
You will be surprised how much you don't actually need it. The like first 2 weeks sucks. You're gonna get a headache. You're gonna feel logy. You're gonna feel like shit for a second, just like stopping anything.
Yeah.
But once you're off it, it's great. And then when your tolerance drops, which it will eventually, when you do need caffeine, you need like half a cup of coffee to keep you going for 12 hours. It's awesome.
Amazing.
That's
what
awesome.
benefits did you feel when you got off it?
My energy was more even. There's no like, you're not like hyping yourself up and then you're not crashing. So you have more of an even energy.
Mm-hmm.
And waking up was a lot easier. I think probably because you don't crash as hard at the end of the day. So like your sleep is a little bit more even.
Hmm.
And yeah, it just kind of felt better. I felt cleaner. I also drank more water because if you're not, holding that coffee cup all day, you still can have that like oral fixation of having a beverage, but it was water or tea or something instead.
Gotta have water. Be pounding it all day long. If you're
Yeah.
if you're thirsty, it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Crush water.
brother, he got off caffeine, and he's always experimenting and stuff. And he's like, Chad, caffeine is a drug.
Yep.
People don't
It
realize
really
it.
is.
It's a
stimulant.
high-powered drug.
I overdosed on caffeine in college by drinking too much coffee on an empty stomach and ended up in the emergency room.
Wow.
Yeah, Dave Grohl had to go to the hospital because he was drinking too much. He was drinking like 10 cups of coffee a day, and he had a heart problem. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll send you into a wild panic attack if you're not careful, and you get those like heart palpitations, and like,
Yes.
that's not healthy.
Yeah.
If you
Not
can
good.
overdose on your morning beverage, it's probably not good to drink it every day.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we're like, oh no, I gotta. We'll overplan our days and put too much stuff in it, and then you're like, all right, I gotta keep drinking coffee. It's like, well, maybe if you just canceled one of those things that was like least important and just rested,
Yeah.
you'd be all right.
Totally.
Yeah, I've definitely done that where I like look at a day and I'm like, that's going to be a coffee day because it's a long day. But if you try not to do that all the time, or you don't drink coffee all the time, then you only really need it on those like days you can't control kind of thing.
Belichick and Saban, dude, they take breaks.
Is matcha its own thing, or is there caffeine in matcha?
I do think there's
it's
caffeine in it.
cleaner. It's supposed to be a cleaner.
Okay.
I think it's like tea caffeine.
buzz.
Like the caffeine in green tea there's caffeine in it, but it's
Yeah.
like your body processes it differently and slower, I think. So it's not as
Okay.
much of a jump.
I needed that today though. I'm so tired.
No, you're chilling, dude.
Yeah, I say all this and I have a cup of
You're a
coffee
legend,
sitting in
dude.
front of
You
me.
guys are
So
No, well, you're doing it in moderation. And that's,
Yeah.
what is that, your first cup?
it's my first cup. It's
Yeah,
probably
there
the
you
only
go.
cup I'll have today, and I haven't had any all week. So
You're killing
Nice.
it.
You're killing
okay.
it. See, I like to have a nice cold brew, and that just gets me through the whole day. Cold
last
brew,
time I drank a cold brew, I was twitching for like 15
well, it's
hours.
the most potent. It's the
Yeah.
most potent coffee because it doesn't get burnt out in the heat process, and it just, it's like rocket fuel.
I
Do you
think
see
it's
the-
funny how cold brew became so big in the past couple years. I think we all just got too used to regular coffee, and it's like any drug. It's not strong enough anymore. You need something stronger.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need that boost. Kip
What-
did a boost, a big
what-
boost.
What's up, Stokers? Also, a huge what's up to Strider and Joe if they are there. I'd like to
what
stay
up?
anonymous due to the personal privacy of my question. I've always been the fuel to my dog's fuel tank and try to be the same to everyone around me. I strive to be the funny guy that helps out whoever is in need and only provide good times and good jokes. I always want to keep the stoke up and progress forward. However, this past week, 2 monstrous events have happened that completely depleted my stoke. My grandma has been diagnosed with a severe form of colon cancer, and I just learned yesterday from a regular checkup that my blood tests appear to show HPV. HPV is the most common STD and is very minimal, but isn't curable and will definitely be something I need to disclose to any future wonderful women that I meet. I know JT has gone through his dad's unfortunate cancer diagnosis, so I was hoping to ask you guys how I keep up the stoke during my week that turned my life upside down. Thanks for all you guys do. One of my highlights of my week is always when your new episodes comes out. Oh, that's nice, man. Thank you. Dude, the HPV is no big deal. I wouldn't stress about that at all.
Yeah, unless,
Yeah,
unless
I was thinking,
I don't
yeah.
know if it's a guy or a girl that's female. If it's female, it's a bigger deal.
Yeah, there's
It's a
bigger
big deal.
implications, but it's a guy.
Okay.
I think, yeah. Because he says I try to be the funny guy.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, you definitely have to disclose that to ladies.
Oh, yeah, you got to talk
Yeah.
about it. But, dude, there's actually power in talking about it. The more open you are about this stuff and the less it seems like it's bothering you, the less it'll scare other people. And so I would just, yeah, tell everybody. And after a while, it won't be so hard to tell people. It'll be hard the first time, but you'll build up the strength.
I was thinking you'd be surprised how many girls will be like, yeah, I've got it too.
Yeah,
it's like something like 80% of people have it.
Insane.
And I think some partners will like that you have it because if they have it too, they're like, oh, I don't have to worry about like this person judging me. We're kind of on the same
Right.
playing field. And then with respect to your grandma, you know, dude, there's so many ways that could play out and it could take a lot of different timelines. But I would just concentrate on, but it's good that now you're thinking about time and how it could be less because that'll encourage you to really make it count and just make sure that you're checking up with her a lot, hanging out with her a lot, building some good memories. And then whatever happens, you'll know, you emptied the tank and gave her everything you had and you'll both feel better because of it, I think. You'll be able to have peace about the whole thing. But I'm sorry, dude.
Yep. I agree, dude.
Yeah, I concur.
All right, dudes. One more question.
Let's do it.
Please keep me anonymous. I'll keep it short. I've recently started talking to this. Oh, this is interesting. What's up, guys? Please keep me anonymous. I'll keep it short. I've recently started talking to this new girl, and for the most part, she seems perfect. She's super smart, funny, and crazy out of my league hot. I know she's into me because we've gone out a few times, and I can tell there's some genuine energy between us. Here's the problem. She has the same name as my mom. I swear it's not some Freudian Oedipal complex. It's just a weird coincidence. I genuinely like her, but is the name thing too weird? Thoughts?
My boyfriend has the same name as my brother.
Boom. Disclaimer, she prefers a nickname to being called her actual first name, Kat, but her real name, Catherine, where my mom goes by Catherine. Well, dude, there you have it, dude.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
it's a big deal, dude.
Yeah, I don't think it's weird at all.
I don't think it's weird
I
at
think
all.
you're making it weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, wait, you have the same name as my mom. Am I attracted to my mom? It's like, well, no one was thinking
Yeah,
that.
what?
Yeah. And now, because you wrote this question, now I'm like, are you into your mom? But I don't think you're actually into your mom. I think you
Yeah,
just
exactly,
are
dude.
overthinking it.
Dude, she's got the same curve in their back as my mom, and every time I see them, I'm like, dude, what's the deal?
Dude,
It's like, that might be problematic.
I'm really into this girl,
it's the
but
name?
she has a vagina, and
Yeah,
my mom has a
exactly,
vagina.
dude.
And I'm worried.
Yeah, dude, I think it's all good, dude. It's
Yeah.
only as weird as you make it.
Yeah, dude, I'd respect it too if you're kind of into your mom. Yeah, I think your mom will take it as a compliment too. She'll be like, "Well, you like that name, huh?" It's making it sound weird when I say that, but I don't think it's a big deal at all. Yeah, and I don't know, man. You're fine.
Yeah.
And if your mom is like, hey, I
For
want to
sure.
start going by Cat now, then maybe you guys got to have a conversation. But until that happens, I think you're solid, dude.
Yeah, maybe you could be like, when you introduce her to your mom, be like, her name's Catherine, but I call her Kat because I don't want to bone you.
Nice. Just clarify.
Yeah, just say it
dude, when you
straight
see your
up.
mom, dude, at Thanksgiving, go, Mom, what up? I don't want to bone you. Just let her know, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then say, but mom, you're really pretty. You're really pretty and
Yeah.
special. Yeah. All right, dudes. Chad, what is your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is with fire alarms.
Dude.
Oh.
Not
Long overdue.
not if they're essential, I realize that they're essential. If there's a fire in the building, freaking let me know. Because I don't want to be stuck in a situation where there's a fire and people are like, you didn't know? And I'm like, no. So I get that they're necessary in that regard. But dude, fire drills and like I went to go to the gym this morning and they're like the whole building shut down for a fire drill. And I'm like, well, I need to get in the steam room, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of just stared at each other. It was nice, you know, but they're kind of just staring back at me. They're like, I know, dude, you need to get in the steam room. Like, you need to hit that T-mill. But freaking fire alarm again, just going off. And I'm like, you know. So I'm basically just beefing with fire alarms this morning because they got in the way of my morning routine. And, you know, I didn't see a fire. So, you know, I think it's unnecessary. And they're a little bit too loud, you know. Maybe they should have like a cool thing they say. Instead of like the beep beep, they should have like, you know, like Snoop Dogg or something. Just be like, yo, there's a fire. Get out, dude. And I'd be like, dude, that is a legit fire alarm.
That's badass.
That's good.
Yeah.
Who Let the Dogs Out could be a good fire alarm song.
Yeah.
Baja, man?
Or Miami, Will Smith's Miami.
Yeah.
Dude.
Or I got a feeling. Ooh, but there's a fire in the kitchen right now.
That's-
The only problem with those is that I might just stay and dance with the fire because I'm feeling so much passion.
True.
Yeah, you got to conga
True.
line your way out of the premises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
Dude, we should always just incorporate music into everything in society.
I agree.
Will Smith's Miami everywhere.
Changes your mood. Right when music hits your ears,
Yeah.
your hips start gyrating, you're like, I'm feeling good.
Music's so powerful. Like if aliens came to planet Earth, dude, playing a song would be like the most powerful like form of communication, I feel like.
Yeah.
I know they flash lights and like, you know, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, but I'm like, dude, you pump a fire jam like Genuine My Pony, those aliens are going to be like, this is what's up, dude.
Yeah.
This
That
is
is
what's
what's
up.
up.
And they see people reacting, they're going to be like, these people party, dude.
Well, that's
sure.
They say that music directly influences the way you see the world, the music you listen to,
Whoa.
which is why I listen to
Agreed.
Walking on Sunshine every morning.
Oh, that's
Great
a great song, dude.
Katrina and the
The Laws or something?
yeah.
No, that's Katrina
Walking
Law.
on
or
Sunshine.
Costa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What's up, Katrina?
Time to feel good.
I was
man.
literally just listening to hold on. Katrina and the Waves.
That's what it is. Close to law. Strider, what's your beef of the week?
All right. I got a beef of the week, dude. Enough Adam Driver, dude. Who ordered this guy? Now let me tell you what. I know I'm hating right now. I know this might be controversial, and I don't like to send out negative energy to any one person. And you know what, dude? He's a great actor. I didn't watch Girls regularly, but everything he was in, he's bringing the heat. Black Klansman, he's good in that, dude. He's been good in other stuff. I haven't even seen Marriage Story, but here's what it is, dude. Too many
Sweet Emotions,
roles
man.
going to Adam Driver right now, dude. Too many roles to Driver, dude. Kylo Ren, I mean, fine, whatever, dude. I don't know who else is going to play it, but who out there is wanting more Adam Driver? And why am I being served this guy so much? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater. I'm probably just being
It
a
might
hater.
just be
I'm done.
oversaturation, though.
I'm done.
Because I liked him in Girls, but I was like, but now it's out of control. Now he's like the biggest actor in the game.
He gets to do all the best artsy movies plus doing Star Wars. I'm like, dude, it's unbelievable. And he was in an NPR interview. He doesn't like to listen to his acting, which I get that. You don't want to listen to your own voice. I get it. But then he like walked out of the interview. I'm like, dude.
He walked out?
I guess he told them though. I think the guy was a punk in the interview. The person that was interviewing him. Like I think the understanding was that they wouldn't play an acting clip, and then they made him listen to an acting clip,
Oh,
which is unchill.
interesting.
Unchill.
Interesting.
Yeah, but and NPR usually does it right. I don't know what happened there, but that's not my beef with him. Is that he walked out of the interview? My beef is saturation of Driver. Too much.
Everything-
I'm with
done.
you.
Everything should be Brad Pitt.
Yes, yes.
He would have been a cool Kylo Ren.
Oh,
yeah.
that'd been so cool.
You know how there was the enough LaBeouf thing, even though I like Shia,
Yeah.
but I want some more Shia now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched the Top Gun trailer, and now I'm moving on, but like, I'm kind of over Miles Teller right now, dude.
Yeah,
Dude.
maybe Shia would have been better in that part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of that trailer, do you
So
watch the
good.
featurette too?
No.
I mean, it's all like, dude, there's some funny comments too. It's all real. Like they put cameras in the fighter jets. It's all real flying. Like it's the real deal. Because Tom Cruise is like, you can't act that. The G forces on your face,
Right.
like the distortion you get. So they just did the real deal. Like
Are the actors in the planes?
they're in the planes.
Yes.
That's so sick. And
Yeah.
what do they have? Just like a naval like pilot flying in the front seat, and then
Yeah.
they're in the back seat but acting like it's the front.
Yeah,
Sick.
that's what I think. Yeah,
I know movies, dude. I know how they do that shit, dude.
Yeah, for sure,
Fired up, dude.
And yeah, some of the comments were like, Marvel CGI, Star Wars CGI, Tom Cruise, move over,
That's awesome.
real thing.
That's so cool.
Tom Cruise, he's a fucking beast.
He's a beast, dude. Dude, my beef of the week is with the Nick Saban, Bill Belichick doc.
Dang.
Yeah.
You get the two greatest coaches of a generation. You put them together. You expect fireworks, and all I get is two pretty dull guys having a pretty dull conversation. Like Strider mentioned earlier, they try to cross-cut between their coaching to show how similar they are. Well, yeah, they sound like every coach who's ever existed. I want to get into the nitty-gritty of what makes them special, and there was none of that in this doc. I was like bored to tears the entire time. And by the end of it, they were like, the art of coaching. The art of staleness, dude. Like, let's go, man. Belichick's an animal. And then they fool you. They show Bill Belichick being hard on his players, and then the last clip in the montage is him going, run it again, Brady. So you think he's hard on Tom Brady? The clip was 20 years old, it looked like. He was doing that to Brady his rookie year. They gave me nothing about their modern times together. And I think that's probably because Brady wouldn't allow it. But still, they didn't let us in. Belichick's all over different docs right now. NFL's top 100 players of the century, doing all this stuff. And I like it because I like getting his point of view on it, but I want his real point of view, and I don't feel like we're getting that. It's just, yeah, it just did not live up to the hype, especially for HBO. Come on, y'all are the best. Chad, what's your who's your babe of the week?
My baby of the week's gonna be my GF.
Nice,
dude.
Just gotta give her a shout out, you know. I got her some. She's going to Mexico. I got her some sick Ray-Bans.
Nice.
For Xmas, and yeah, we just been. She's just the best. So, you know, she's so smart too. Like every time I'm like, God dang, I need to up my vocab. But yeah, just so beautiful, smart, hot, cool.
Nice, dude.
Hell yeah,
Well
dude.
said, bro.
I love that, dude.
Yeah. So that's my babe.
Yeah, dude, just piggybacking off that, dude. My baby of the week's got to be my GIF as well, dude. And honestly, dude, you want to know for what reason? No particular reason, dude.
Oh dang.
Just being the legend that she always is, dude.
Nice,
That's
dude.
what's up.
My babe of the week is Kamaru Usman, 170-pound welterweight titleist for the UFC. He had a big fight last Saturday against Colby Covington, who's been playing the part of the villain. He's been a troll. He's been cutting promos saying, you know, this guy's boring, this guy's a loser. And I don't like it. I don't like the way he's playing it because it feels canned. It doesn't feel spontaneous. It doesn't feel true to himself. And most people have already noted that it was a conscious choice he made because he wasn't getting much traction. He might even have been on his way out of the UFC. So he developed this heel character to kind of build up interest. And it worked. And it made me want to see him get his ass kicked. But I was worried no one would be able to do it because he's a good fighter. But Kamaru Usman put him down. Broke his jaw. And Colby's tough. He fought 2 rounds with a broken jaw. But Usman, who's a wrestler, just used those hands and put a whooping on him. And yeah, I really, appreciate that. So thank you, Kamara, for doing that, and for he's not a knockout artist, but he made it work for this one. So thank you, dude.
Hell yeah.
Love it. Chad,
who's your legend of the week?
My legend. I've got 2 legends of the week. It's our dogs, Jack and Cooter. Jack Seiner and Cooter. I'm not gonna butcher his last name, so I think it's Hollins, but I hope he's cool with me saying that. Anyways, they're just 2 dudes who help us out. Jack, he's always cutting clips, running that Instagram account, the Twitter account, the Going Deep.
Does a great job.
Just cranking them out. We've been pretty busy lately, so I really appreciate him just cranking out those clips for us, keeping the stoke high while we manufacture stoke for the future. And then Cooter, he's doing that dank artwork. He gives us those epic thumbnails, always crushing on that. They're always hilarious. And also he made 2 pieces of fan art, the stoke actually. You guys remember that one?
Yeah, that was amazing.
And then the Going Deep with Chad and JT, I don't know how it's like an ad basically. It looks like it's really cool.
Nice.
And I got those. He printed them out as posters for me, And then I got them framed for my new apartment. So
Oh, that's awesome.
dude.
yeah, so I'm gonna put those
Yeah,
up.
we haven't been over yet. Have you checked it out?
No.
Yeah, we got to
yeah.
come over.
When I put
Yeah.
when I put my wall art up,
Oh, dude, I
Well,
would love to come check that out, dude.
we'll play some Xbox NHL or something.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Get some nice frames at CB2, dude. Good materials they
Cook
use over
some
there.
steaks.
Oh, dude, I'm there. Maybe cook some salmon, dude, if it's right time.
Oh, if it's the
Yeah,
new year,
I hope it's
That's
the
what I'm
king
saying,
salmon.
dude. Yeah.
I'll get
Yeah.
a cedar plank.
Mm.
Nice. Strider, who is your baby of the week? Or legend of the week, rather.
All right, my legend of the week, dude. And I don't want to be boastful here, dude, but my legend of the week is Christian McCaffrey because he fucking won me the fantasy league championship, dude. We do our league a little bit early, dude, because sometimes the guys in the league get paranoid about players getting rest or benched. We could probably do one more week next year, but Christian McCaffrey's been such a fucking Navy SEAL with the ball this year, dude. Just powering it up the middle, dude. Finesse grabs, finding the end zone, making more reservations for 6 than a family of 6. I mean, it is just... Dude, just watching him play is so much fun. We do a keeper league. I've had him on my team for 3 years. I drafted him as a rookie. I have a really eye for talent and value. This is getting into gloat territory here, but I just can't help myself. Dude, I took home the W this year because of McCaffrey, and I had a really well-rounded squad, and I want to sell the other guys short, but he was truly the cornerstone of my squad. And he's just a beautiful guy. He's so jacked. Honestly, he looks like what I like to imagine Master Chief from Halo looks like if he takes off all of his armor, dude. And then I like to imagine, I like to imagine McCaffrey and Cortana just having a nice like her style relationship, Joaquin Phoenix style relationship. But anyway, dude, that's getting into other territory. McCaffrey, legend, dude, and thank you, my dog.
Congratulations on your title.
Thank you.
You got
Thank you,
more
dude.
title chips now than anybody.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a dynasty now. I've won 3 times in our league.
I saw the pain in your eyes when he was laying it out there.
It's tough. I mean, I'm happy that he gets this moment to bask in the sun.
Feels nice.
But I do know life will throw you upon the rocks soon. I'm talking next season when my team takes it to you every fucking opportunity that we get. And you're losing
look forward to
McCaffrey
it.
this year too. He'll be back on the market.
Yeah, we're only allowed to keep a player 2 years, so he's going to go back on the market this year. It hurts me. It hurts me to have to let him go. It's not my choice, Christian, if you listen.
Yeah, congrats, dog.
Thank you, dude.
My legend of the week is Robert Pattinson.
Oh, dude,
Nice,
great call.
nice.
So much
Yeah.
respect for this dude. Comes through the Twilight pipeline and, is kind of not great in those movies, but the more distance we get from him, I don't think he was really put in a position to succeed. And then after that, he could have just gone the A-list route and done boring movies, but he really, searched himself and pursued cool artistic projects. And, dude, he is a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
Like Lost City of Z, he disappears into that role. Good Times, disappears into that role. And they're completely different roles. And he did High Life this year, which is a movie I've talked about that I absolutely hated. But look, it had a, popular artistic director and he was taking a chance. And so I respect the fuck out of it. And I haven't seen The Lighthouse yet, but again, same deal, doing interesting stuff with new hot directors and really trying to be an actor.
And The King. He's fun in The King.
Oh, and he's
The
great in
King.
The King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, he's really fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he's playing characters that are kind of unlikable, and he makes you like them.
Yep.
And they got heaps of charisma, and now he's going to be Batman, and I think he's perfect for Batman.
Oh, I can't wait for him to be Batman.
think
At
he's
first,
gonna
I
be
was
great.
like, Robert Pattinson, what? But now that I've watched more of his movies this year, catching up on him, I'm fired up.
Yeah, he's going to be... Oh, because you just watched Good Times,
Loved
right?
it, dude. He's
Yeah.
amazing in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a heartwarming redemption story.
Proud of him. Really proud of you,
Yeah.
Robert Pat.
I like in
Yeah.
The King, he's like, "Are you scared? There's no shame in it."
Yeah,
You know,
dude.
I can't
so
do the accent.
funny, dude.
He's
No, that
so
was
good with the
Yeah.
accent.
Dude, he does great. He's doing different accents in every movie.
Yeah.
Chad, what is your quote of the week?
My quote of the week is from Austin Powers. I've crushed the first 2 over the past couple of days, and it's "Do I make you horny? Do I make you Randy?"
Mm.
Love that.
I think Austin Powers. Do you think it's the most quoted movie of all time just by like
Dude,
everyone in the
dude,
world? Like everyone was doing the Austin Powers voice.
Everyone.
Yeah, probably worldwide, yeah. Anchorman's up there.
Anchorman is up there for sure.
Yeah, I remember watching those again. I was just like, it reminded me of the huge cultural impact that they had. It was, dude, Mini-Me Scott, hilarious.
Yeah. Good interplay
And being
there.
older too now, and like having a different perspective on stuff. It's some like a lot of it's pretty juvenile, but like it's like it has like juvenile stuff, but then a lot of really smart jokes. So you got that dichotomy.
That's what's up.
For sure.
Strider, what is your quote of the week?
My quote of the week is, I was talking to you about this the other day. Maybe both of you guys, I don't remember. But and I was telling this story. I think I was telling my GF this too. But like, and I don't know what made me think of it, but it was hilarious. It's a quote from my dad, who I should actually call. I haven't called him a little bit. And I was like, I think I was like tired or something like that. Like I was like, you know, because we've been working together. It's been really fun. But I was like, it's a new type of tired. It's not like valet where I'm running around like we're using our domes. But I remember one time, like in high school, after a game, I was like, my dad's like, hey, like, how do you feel after the game? And I was like, I feel tired. And he goes, I've never been tired in my life. It's the best quote I've ever had in my life. I was like, I don't know, dude. I've seen you at breakfast before. Like, you look pretty tired, dude. Like, you look like you definitely just got out of bed and you're exhausted, dude.
Right.
So funny. But dude, he expounded upon it. He's like, and maybe at the time he's like, I'm 50. I feel 17. I'm not allowed to be 17. I don't know what he meant by that. He's like, I'm not allowed to be 17. I feel 17. Tired? Are you kidding me? It was gold, dude.
That's awesome.
I've never been tired in my life. Hilarious quote, dude.
That's awesome.
My quote of the week is from the movie Almost Famous.
Oh, dude.
One of the best movies ever.
Yeah.
And it's towards the end, they're all in a plane. It's this young journalist based off Cameron Crowe's actual life who's on a plane, like really young. He's like 15. He's on a plane with all these rock stars in the band Stillwater. And it looks like their private jet's about to crash. So everyone's getting out like their urgent feelings that they've always kept in. And they're all kind of just being selfish. And then this journalist has really lost his love of the band and because he's seen who they actually are and it doesn't live up to what they purport to be. And then they kind of pick on Kate Hudson's character. Like they talk about her casually because one of the guys in the band was sleeping with her and they call her a groupie. And she's actually a Band-Aid. And William Miller, the writer, goes, that groupie? She was a Band-Aid. All she did was love your band and you used her. All of you. You used her and threw her away. She almost died last night while you were with Bob Dylan. You guys, you're always talking about the fans, the fans, the fans. She was your biggest fan, and you threw her away. And if you can't see that, that's your biggest problem. And I love her. I love her.
That was a good impression of how that kid acts that, too. That was great.
Oh, thank you, dude.
The I love her, that's the exact cadence and tone.
Appreciate it, man.
Beautiful.
My dog.
Beautiful.
Chad, what is your phrase of the week for getting after it?
All right, I'm gonna conjure this up from my my inner being. My phrase for getting after it is, let's plank the cedar.
Oh,
dude, fire,
yes,
dude. All right, my phrase for getting after it is I'm just gonna do it, and then I'm gonna give you the etymology. It's sang, okay? Sang. All right? That's my phrase for getting after it. The etymology, because I brought up Halo earlier, comes from in Halo, when you do something well, they go, get some, Marines. And so playing it, when I'm playing with my brothers and friends growing up, we'd always go, get some. And then we changed it to get you some. Then we changed it to get you sing. And then we changed it to sing. And then now we just go, sang.
I love that, dude.
And that's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, we did something similar with FIFA. At the time, there was a popular commercial that would say, play beautiful, and it was like, juego bonita.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just start going, juego bonita, every time there was a good play. And then that turned into just, juego.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just kind of have those things that happen organically.
That's fun. My phrase of the week is a long quote from Ira Glass, the awesome producer of This American Life. Nobody tells this to people who are beginners. I wish somebody told me. All of us who do creative work, we get into it because we have good taste. But there's this gap. For the first couple of years you make stuff, it's just not that good. It's trying to be good. It has potential, but it's not. But your taste, the thing that got you into the game, is still killer. And your taste is why your work disappoints you. A lot of people never get past that phase. They quit. Most people I know who do interesting creative work went through years of this. We know our work doesn't have this special thing that we want it to have.
We all go through this. And if you are just starting out or you're just still in this phase, you got to know it's normal. And the most important thing you can do is do a lot of work. Put yourself on a deadline so that every week you finish one story. It is only by going through a volume of work that you will close that gap. And your work will be as good as your ambitions. I look longer to figure out how to do this than anyone I've ever met. I took longer to figure out how to do this than anyone I've ever met. It's going to take a while. It's normal to take a while. You just got to fight your way through.
Hell yes.
I love that.
Fire hourglass impression, and I love that quote.
Super inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's good stuff.
Emma, is there anything you want to say to the Stokers before we depart for our Christmas holidays?
Just stay safe and have fun. Put some whiskey in that eggnog.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh, mama.
Do you guys like eggnog?
Yeah, dude.
I'll take a sip. I'm a guy who I'll sip an eggnog and
small
I'll go, yeah, very nice.
Every year I want to like it. I'm like, pour me a glass of eggnog. And then I try it. I'm like, I don't like it. It
Yeah.
looks great. I love the name. I love the texture.
I love the smell.
I love
just
the
had
smell.
soy eggnog the other day for the first time, and it was delicious.
That might be the move.
It's like a little thinner and less like thick in your cup. It's a little easier to drink. Really good.
Nice.
I like
Dank.
cream.
Yeah, cream is
I love
dank, dude.
cream.
La crema. So dank, dude. Yeah, like a good whipped cream
Creme
on like
fraiche.
a nice
Oh, dude, I
dessert
a few years ago,
pie.
I misread the whipped cream canister, because it was like calories 1. And I was like, that's it? And I didn't realize it was like servings per container, 2,000 or something.
Right.
Totally.
So I would just crush cans of whipped cream,
Smart.
get a little whippet in there, just to like get my
Course.
dome right.
Of course.
And then I was like, oh fuck.
Tummy ache coming your way, dude.
Yeah.
Guys, have a good holiday, dude.
You too.
Yeah, happy holiday, happy
Be safe out there.
dank new year.
I hope you get to cultivate a love for eggnog.
That's my New Year's resolution. That I learned to love eggnog.
Be at peace with eggnog.
Mm-hmm. The
Dang.
nog.
All right, dudes.
Dudes.
Happy holidays, Stokers.
Happy holidays, dudes.
Have a freaking dank holiday, dogs.
See you in the new year.